Hey guys, how you all doing? This is NKD SMARTVIEW. So right about now, we just got a flip here. We just got a flip here from the color blue to the color green. We just had a 241 to 241 on what? Green to blue. And with that, we'll be starting up our gameplay. Now, our expectation for this game now is to have a setup of two different combinations. Either a no-winning color, a red and a green, or a no-winning color, a red and what? A blue. But the no-winning color and red must be inclusive. Now we have to know between blue and green, what color are we going to be eliminating? That is the essence of statistics. Now we'll be missing out on this draw while I explain some few things. The system that I'm currently using is called the color to win, which we've been on the BET9JA for the past few weeks, and we just made a change 2 days ago to the color to win. Now the color to win, we make use of two aspects to get into our gameplay. First, we make use of the color statistics, we make use of the last draws and the hot and cold period. On the color statistics, we make use of the 24 hours and also the 100 draws to know what colors to play. Then secondly, we make entry by making use of what? These last draws. Then inclusive of that is what we call the hot and cold period, which is a period whereby a number and a color, or a number or a color, is doing exceedingly well or exceedingly poor. Exceedingly well means a hot period, exceedingly poor means a cold period, and that's just it. So in today's video now, we'll be going on with a live gameplay. Those interested in the strategy allocation, it's available there on Telegram, and those on Telegram, you know what to do with what you've gotten. So let's get on now into the video proper. We are waiting for a confirmed flip. So a confirmed flip. The major thing is that in the next few draws, you see this color red will be performing very well. In fact, the entire screen currently, if you look at the screen, you have so much in green, so much in blue. Red is lagging, but by my statistics and according to analysis, red will be overtaking the screen soon. All we need to know now is between blue and green, we don't want any trouble on our gameplay. We must eliminate one color soon. We had before I started this video, 241 here and a 241 here. I'm actually looking into eliminate green. So I just want blue to be above green. Once blue is above green, or confirmed that it's going to overtake green, I'm going to eliminate green. I don't see the tendency of green having to be the color to make continuity. I want a blue rather. So you understand. So we have to wait for the next few draws. Once we can see a confirmation of a flip from the color green here to the color blue, then we start up our gameplay. So for now, I'll be posting this video in some few minutes. This is 1:01 p.m. here. We'll be starting up with the gameplay after I've confirmed my flip. I'm only trying to do this part of the video to show you the process as to which we start up with our combination of the colors to play for the winning color strategy. You don't just come up and start at any time. No, when you come on, you look at your statistics. If there is a setup, you start playing. If there's no setup, you wait. But the very best is always to come on and expect and wait for the setup to complete. If you come up and there's already a setup, there's likely a chance that you are late. And in that now, you find out that you have to start taking only some few draws, because this system goes in a way. When you come up, you should have a setup. And the setup is either complete or incomplete, which I prefer a setup like this, which is incomplete, and I have to wait for it to get completed. Then when the setup is completed, the next thing you have to do now is to start staking. And when you start up with a setup that you started up with the setup in the beginning, you find out that you can play as much as 25 draws, like I did sometime yesterday. Yesterday we were actually playing against red for most of the day. So there was a time I was only playing red, green, blue, and no winning color for up to 25 games, and red only gave us a 3+ 2 times. The rest were just very solid gameplays. So in that given stage now, I'm waiting for a flip, and once I get the flip, we have ourselves a very good gameplay. Let's check this out. We are still on 242 to 240. Okay, 242 now. Let's wait out. Once we can get this possibly 241, 243, we start our gameplay. As I stated, red is compulsory, no winning color is compulsory. That is a 50% gameplay. Why adding any of these two now gives you a 75% chance of winning. And 75% to you might seem like a whole lot. After all, 75% means that. But it only takes you to pick out a wrong color between this green or blue, and you see yourself that any of these color, let's say you removed green, You see a draw whereby green will give a winning color, give another winning color, give another winning color, and that's it. Your account is blown. So you understand what I'm talking about. Now we got ourselves a flip. So let's confirm it. 24 hours, we have ourselves a 242 and a 243. The gameplay begins right now. So let's go on. We are clearing out, going on the blue, going on the red, and going on the no winning color. Now keep in mind, the fact that we removed the green doesn't mean that the green will not give us a 3+. In fact, the 3+ occurrence of the green should be when we should start the gameplay. But sometimes it takes up to 3 to 5 games or more before this green will give us a 3+, which is the confirmation to start staking. And we don't want to wait up to then, because we know that at the very least, or at the very most, a green 3+ right now can only occur once or 2 times at a row. You understand? We don't expect something much more. We're expecting red to even overtake. It has happened just now. We're expecting much more of red taking over the screen in a short while. So we are going to be playing with that, rebet this and confirm. We can still see green, definitely 2+, 3+ green occurring. Like in this case now, we saw green give us a 3+. Shortly we should be expecting something of sort, which is the ideal period to start up the gameplay. But sometimes you might have actually played up to 10 draws, more than 10 draws before that occurs. So at that given stage now, you've actually lost out on opportunities of making profit before then. So let's look into this right now. We got ourselves a red. As I stated previously, we are expecting so much of reds in the next few draws. In fact, the next 9 draws from now, red should be all over the screen. So expect that. We got ourselves a blue. So green so far has not won. We've gotten red 1. We've gotten blue 1. So green is still yet far. And if we check out our statistics, this is where we are on. We're on 242 to 244. So we can actually say this has perfectly flipped. You understand what I'm saying? All we're waiting for was a flip, which back then we're on 241 to 241. And right now we flipped on 242 to a 243. Now we're on 242 to 243. And on the long run, this might fall below 240 entirely. The green is likely to fall even below 240. And the blue might be on the way to 244, 245. And red should be entering 240. So in the next few draws, we check that out. But we are entirely on blue, red, and a no winning color. So we got our green. This is what I'm talking about. So this is the main ideal time to start the gameplay. All we have to do now is to make ourselves a recovery with the same expectation that green is going to leave the screen right about now. The flip has occurred. I need to be certain on this. Alright, so the flip has occurred. We are dropping this back to initial stake, because right now we'll be seeing the color green by expectation. As I stated, it takes some time. 3 draws, which we have made the first, second, and third draw here to get the green win, sometimes as high as 5. It doesn't take up to 10 draws before you get that color that we eliminated come out. And after that, you go in for a perfect recovery. After that, continuity in your gameplay for the next few draws. So let's go on that. Red actually got to 1 here. We have gotten ourselves our recovery. All we have to do now is to go back, stake on the blue, stake on the red, and stake on the no winning color. As I stated, the green will surely come. In fact, if I was to wait, I would have missed out playing this. I would have missed out playing this, and this was where we would have started. And in that, we didn't need any recovery to begin with, but these 2 draws would have been lost. So let's say I'm to play the next 20 draws now. I've actually gotten to what? Add this to my winnings. So 1, 2 already in, and we make continuity. So for the next few draws, we're expecting much more of red. Blue should also be trying. No winning color should be inclusive. Green would not actually be totally off, but we're expecting less of it. That's just it. So we got ourselves a draw. A very perfect flip. I will explain to you why now. A very perfect flip just occurred. Let's go now to rebet this. Now watch the flip here. This was it here. A very perfect flip occurred. We what? Got blue. Win here. Following this, green here. Following this, red here. And following this, what? We just got a draw. So every single occurrence that can happen in the game of color is out here. So when this happens, there's likely a chance that it's high time for red to begin. So you understand, there is a very high chance that it's time for red to take over, because red is the lagging color. It has been the cold color all this time, and whenever there is a perfect flip of this nature, a high chance that red is the color to start taking over right now. So as you can see, we got red appear right about here, and the next coming draws should be just all about red. So let's get on to that, repeat this. So we got ourselves a very perfect flip. This is it right now. Blue, green, red, and no winning color. And due to the fact that firstly red appeared before the no winning color, and secondly red is the color that is doing exceedingly well. Red has been on a cold phase for some few minutes now. It has actually been doing very badly. So there's a high chance that it's time, because of this perfect flip right here, for red to start dominating. So we watch on that and see how the next coming draws will get to be. So once again, you can see yourself 3 red, 3 blue, and what a no winning color was the down color there. But you can see the occurrence of red. Let's repeat that, go back to the screen and check out something. So unlike these draws here, you can see what I was speaking about earlier on. The last 5 draws, blue here, red here, blue here, red, blue here, and so. But you can just definitely see that red was really lagging here. Now compared to what we can see on screen now, you have more understanding of what I'm talking about. This is just 5 draws. Between the next 5 draws, you will see much more. It will be massive. It will just be all about the color red. So back then red was doing bad. Right now it is very evident that red is coming up 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, and we get much more of that in the next few draws. So coming over here now, we have what blue winning on this. Let's simply repeat this, confirm it, and continue from where we stopped. And if you can look at, we only got that green according to what I stated, win at this stage, which as I stated was the best entry. But before then, won this out. Then after the best entry position, we only got green here 2, we got green here 2, 2, none, 2. We've not gotten green to win again. And in continuity, that's the reason why you have what to wait out for that flip and a confirmation. From the very beginning, I stated out that there were only 2 occurrences: no winning color red, no winning color red, and either what blue or green. But I'm expecting much more in blue, and it happened on blue. So let's get on now. We got ourselves another red. Red is taking over the screen. We continue on this. So simply repeat this, confirm it, look at your screen, and you can see that it's Christmas already. Red is all over the screen. It's all red on the screen. So it will continue like that for the next few draws. As I stated, we started up. Let's take account of that from the draw 89, 90. So 2 draws played. Recovered this 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 draws in winning, 1 draws on recovery. So we've played a total of 9 draws and won a total of 8 on 8. So let's get on now to that. So we got ourselves a no winning color right here. So a no winning color right about here. Continuity, repeat this, confirm it, and that's just it. You continue on the gameplay for the next few draws. If you check out your color 24 hours, you have 243, 245. Blue is still afloat. Blue is still afloat. Red, if you look at that, is still on 238. In some time, we should expect it, as I stated earlier on, above 240. So in a short while, it should be above number 240. And in that given sense, we are having a sort of dominance with the color red. So continuity, blue on this. Let's get up, repeat this, confirm it, and that's it. So blue on that. If you had actually been on the color green, let's say you are on the green, red, no winning color, at this given stage now, you will find out that this lost. Yes, blue won this, green won this, red won this. This was a draw. This was a red, a draw, a blue, a draw, a red, and currently we have ourselves a blue. So the best pick was actually the blue, the red, and the no winning color. Green is actually doing very bad here. So the color green is doing very bad. There's been a kind of network issue now for the past few minutes, and let's check out. We got ourselves a blue once again. So it's a no winning color here. So a no winning color here. We get to do what is meant to be done. So just simply rebet this a red, blue, no winning color. Very simply. Let's get on now. These are the next phases. We are still at the early phase of this game. In fact, we started the game from ID 89. This is ID 02. That's a total of 13 draws. And the total of 13 draws, we've only gone to make a recovery just once, which was at the ID 92 or thereabout. And since then, we've actually had ourselves on a green, on a blue, I mean, a red, or a no winning color. It's just been one of the three. So consistency in this, that is a whole 13 games out and out good. So on this now, we got ourselves a red. So this is it here. This is a red. And simply rebet this and continue on it. So that's just the system right here. That's just the system. Once you get out the flip by confirmation, you should know what to be expecting. As I stated earlier on, no winning color, satin, red, satin, and what? Either a green or a blue, which my expectation, I was expecting a no winning color, a red and a blue, and getting to play out with that. It has actually been out of 14 draws. We've only gotten a single loss out of it, and the rest has been in form. So this is 6 seconds left to go. Next draw gets out. Which of this is it going to be? So we got ourselves another green, going in now for recovery. So this is the second in 15 games. Second in 15 games. And that's it. I'll be flipping this down with the expectation that green, as I stated earlier on, doesn't mean that green is not going to appear in any given sense. No. But as you saw, we saw green last in ID 192 or so, which was around 14 draws ago. Now we will continue on this gameplay, except if we see that the color green is dominant. How do we know that? If we start seeing another occurrence of 2+2+ green, like as you can see here, it was green 2+, 1, 2, 1. It's a very good gameplay. But anything that actually makes the continuity of green on a 2+, that means it's time to end. But in a case scenario of an instant recovery like this, we still continue. But if you get to see a green on a 3+ once again, that is a very good signal that it's high time to end the gameplay. Because once you start seeing dominance, we exited from the green. Once you start seeing dominance, let's look at the last 5 draws. This is 2 + 4 6 + 2 8 9 + 2 11. So we have had 11 out of 30 games. That is like 1/3. If you look at the ratio there, it's still rather far back. Once you start seeing a ratio of up to 1:2, 1/2, that means green has started being dominant. It's time to leave out the gameplay. So let's watch if it's time to end or if we still have more legs to continue. So this is blue right about here. We still have more legs to continue. Blue, red, and in no winning color. So make no mistake, whenever you are doing this, if you eliminate green, try not to, for any reason, get to add green in your gameplay. You might find it hard to recover. Don't be in a rush to making your gameplay, as green is what out. Make sure you don't mistakenly stake on green. If you do so, your recovery will be very hard. If you eventually do that, the best thing you can do is just to stake all the games, and make sure that if you are doing that, let it not be during a recovery session. You understand? Let's say for any reason you mistakenly played green, make sure to play every single of this so you can at least make a recovery. But if you get to be making a recovery and you make that mistake, then you have flopped. Just don't bother about a recovery again. Forget about what you've lost. I will explain that shortly. Now all we have to do now is to rebet this. So what I'm saying is that let's imagine in this first gameplay now, we won the previous game. We're about to make a gameplay. I mistakenly plotted what? The color green instead of a blue or a red. And I did all those. All I should do now is to make sure I play the whole 4. so that at least I can recover what was taken in or just make a minimal loss. Because I cannot say, okay, I've played green, I don't want to play red, let's play blue, green, and no winning color and hope that anything. No, stake everything. But if it happens to be that, let's say I've lost this now, I was going in for a recovery, I mistakenly played green. Once you mistakenly tap on that green, don't bother doing anything again. Just halt, stop. Because you might not be able to make that recovery. You will not. So you have made a mistake, forget about the losses. So no winning color got out here. Let's get over now to the next. Rebet this simply and restake it in. So this is it. If you look at now, all the way from ID 192, and this is ID 208. That's a total of 16 games, I believe. A total of 17 games, and we've only had green appear at ID 4. That's ID 204 as a 3+, and ID 192 or 93 as a 3+. So that's good. In the last almost 20 games, we've only had green appearing 2 times as a winning color. That means if we had actually neglected playing red or blue, by now this account will be blown. So keep that in mind. A 75% chance of winning does not mean that you will definitely win it. You can still make a loss with a 75%. That's for Nigeria for you. 75% chance of winning doesn't really mean that you must definitely win it out. You can still incur a loss if you just don't get to position that 25% properly. And so this is it right now. We are still on ID 210. We started up from ID 192. This is going to be our 19th draw. So this is going to be our 19th draw. So when I stated yesterday that I got up as high as 25 draws, this is what I meant. Entering very early. You can possibly, I'm about to set a new record here. I can't say it, but I'll continue on this until it's actually at the very last phase. Though my network is not okay. That's good. It came back. So we got ourselves a blue here. So a blue right about here. Go over to the color, rebet this, confirm it. My network is not at its best, so if I eventually end this, it should be for network issues. You don't use a bad network to go on for Nigeria. In the case that you make a loss, you need your recovery and you need it as instant as possible. If you don't get it instantly, you might not get to get it at all. So let's check this out. We are currently on ID 211. We're almost down at 20 draws. So this draw should be our 20th draw. And we've only seen green appear 2+ twice. So this is it right here. We won ourselves a blue. So if you look at now, the color that did the flipping, which was the color blue, has actually been the color doing the most in the last few draws. It has been the most progressive. It has been the most progressive. So the flip happened from 241 to 241. Now green on 243. Blue on 247. So the flip was totally convenient and blue has actually worked on it. So as you can see, the entire network is not at its best, so I can't do much at this given stage than to decide than to be ending the gameplay soon. I would have liked to actually go through this gameplay to the very exact end so that you see as it gets ended, because it gets ended by green having to give us, though I cannot continue at this given stage anymore. It's rather becoming more difficult. All right, let's see to this. Confirm this. Okay, it's in. All right, so 15 seconds left. So we have a draw, 3 green, 3 red, 3 blue, 3 green, 3 blue. Continue on this. So right now, how do we know if we will be stopping this soon? Is if we see more on this green. We've seen 3 green already. If we get to see possibly a 2 blue, another 3 green, that means that's a signal to stop. And you don't go against the signal. Once you start seeing so much dominance on the color that you took out, which is in this case the color green, you know it's time to stop. Because if you don't stop early, you might not get the chance to stop before you have exhausted your entire capital on it. So this might be a signal. It's not yet confirmed because we had 3 red, 3 green, 3 blue. It's not confirmed. All we have to do is to wait out for it. So this is a confirmation that it's high time to actually get to end this, and we'll be ending this right about here. On a clear case scenario, you don't end it without your recovery. So let's go in for that. The blue, the red, and what, the no winning color. So anytime now we should be going in to recover this, and this is actually a very clear call. Once you saw this followed by this, it actually means that in a short time green is going to come in for more. And as you know, our recovery should be able to take up to 3 times, which we've only just lost this now, and we wait out for the next. So this is actually a clear call that it's time to end the gameplay. You go in now for continuity. So a blue, a red, and a no winning color. So we got ourselves a no winning color, a very clear cut that it's high time to stop. We didn't even get a red or a blue, it was just a no winning color. That means at this given stage it's a very clear call, it's high time to stop, because the next coming draws, as you can see, looking at the last 3 draws, you have green 2, 5, 8, red on 4, then blue on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very clear call to end it there, and we'll be ending it there. But before we do so, let's check out what the next draw has for us, and then we'll just keep that for analysis purposes. We are not going into any gameplay now. So 5 seconds left now. This is 5 seconds here, and we check it out. So for green to be behaving like this, is getting its dominance up, and we don't want to be in the system when that is happening. So network also on his own end is not giving the very best. So we got ourselves a blue here. We don't want to risk it out. All we have to do now is to wait. If I would tell you in a very given sense, we are on what? A 243 on red, 245 on green, and 252 on blue. So right now, no winning color verified, blue verified. We are now to look at between these two, which we should be swapping to, but it's not yet verified that it must what, interchange between these two before we start up our gameplay. We have to make use of the 100 draws. So this is verified, this is verified, both this and this are on the same numbers here, as you can see. Following up with that, now we have a 24 on green, 20 on red. So definitely we are waiting a flip. Any flip, majorly if the red gets to flip out the green, then it is certain that once again we are taking out the green, and we start another gameplay on blue, red, and no winning color. So we're waiting out for the flip. You know, we are having to go through a phase of a flip, and whenever you're going through a phase of a flip like this, the market is really more spontaneous, and it acts out. So at that given stage, the best thing you can do is to wait for your gameplay. In the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, if it's way too long, you will get yourself a flip on this, and we know if we are going in for a no winning color, a blue and red, or a no winning color, a blue and what, green. But these two has now been confirmed. So that is it right about there. We'll be ending up with this gameplay, and that's it on today's session right here.